Welcome to the podcast, Monkey See, Monkey Do. We've got Matt back on the couch today. Matt, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah?
Tired.
Tired? Couple weeks away?
I'm here wearing the same clothes I went out in last night. It's now like
Says it all.
2:30 in the afternoon.
Says it all. Jace, how have you been?
Good, my dude. Good. It's nice to have Matt back, to be fair, because it has been 3 weeks of, 12-hour shifts?
3 weeks of health camp.
21 days, 12-hour shifts, straight through, and now 2 weeks off?
2 weeks off. Yep. 3 weeks, no booze. Gym every night.
And
good food.
You're recording a podcast in your clothes from yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. Good to have you back.
Well, a fun little bit of information for everybody. So a local surf wax guy reached out. We had a chat on the water, and he's actually done us a little promo code for his website. And you're going to love this brand, Matt.
It has the best name. Oh, that's not the first time someone's chucked Viagra at me. Viagra Surf Wax.
So this, for anyone look at the camera, hold up to the camera so we can get a thing. So it is called Viagra Surf Wax. It does help surfers get up and stay up. And we do have a promo code as well. So if you head to their website, that's Viagra Surf Wax, VYAGRA. And the code is MSMDXV2. And if you buy 5 blocks, there is free delivery at the moment. And you get a fin leash combo too. So it is dope.
And it doesn't have one of those little annoying warnings on it where it tells you not to eat it.
Yeah.
Are you going to eat it?
I was
See if it works.
It smells so good.
But if anything, I feel like it should have that warning because it literally has Viagra on here.
Maybe keep it for the water, Matt.
And so it's 3 tablets. The one you use only if you're ready to go hard. So thanks very much, guys. So today we had a few things I did. I think we only got like half an hour today. So one of the things that popped up that people found quite funny is Matt being colorblind to red flags. And thought we'd start off with any red flags that you've either done in the past or you've witnessed, excluding the Vin Diesel story.
Oh, Vin Diesel. I was waiting for it to get back in touch.
How do you feel about people open mouth chewing?
Open mouth chewing. I don't really pay attention to it.
No?
No, I don't think so. No, I ignore red flags. They make life interesting.
I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate it. They keep your mouth closed.
See, I'm really bad because I can't breathe through my nose. Like I have a terrible, like, I don't know what's wrong with it. But so I have to occasionally take a breath out of my mouth while I chew. It's led to like choking like multiple times. Just, oh man. Red flags, Chiz?
Again, I'm pretty oblivious to them a lot of the time, as you boys know.
You are the red flag.
I am the red flag. I am the red flag. I think a red flag of my own is that I've like fallen too hard too quickly, which is
That is known about you?
it's yeah.
Yeah, but that's because your mum made you watch romantic comedies instead of cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, countless Love Actually, man. Countless Love Actually over the years. So, you know.
That's a great movie.
Oh, it is a great movie.
I fell in love with Keira Knightley.
I've
Early
never
on.
seen it.
You've
And
never
my
seen Love
friends-
Actually?
My friends love it, and I have never seen it.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie. I'm a sucker for rom-coms, though, I got to admit. Like, I do love a rom-com. And, I think... I mean, moving past the... Chiz falls too quickly. I think... do you think you've done anything that people would see would be a red flag?
Ooh. Yeah, guess like seeing different chicks at the same time at the beginning.
I feel that's fair game as long as you're honest with
As long as,
everyone.
like, yeah.
Yeah, literally had a discussion the other day. It's like, as long as everyone's being honest with everyone. And
Yeah, just testing the waters a little bit, but I guess that could be seen as a red flag by some.
But I think, like Matt said, as long as you're honest and you're open and you're like, this is where I'm at, this is what we're doing, this is what I'm also doing, I think it's fair, no?
It's good fun.
Good fun.
I had a discussion with someone the other day, a friend, and she's seeing this guy and she can't work out where they're at. And he said to her, I don't want you seeing other people. But when she's asked for like clarification on the relationship, it's just like, oh, let's not label it. Let's not like make it serious or anything like that. So that I don't get. And kind of That's to me, that's
you gotta keep
controlling.
you got to keep it open.
Yeah, I
on
feel like
both
if you're
parts,
gonna,
not-
yeah, if you're gonna be seeing other people, they should be too.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it. Like you wouldn't be able to. That's fucked up. I had
That's a red flag. That's
like the controlling thing.
yeah.
but what if you
for
like
sure.
multiple kinds of cake?
I had, I'll tell you, like a real red flag that I still didn't run away from, was spending too much time with my family. And another one, I had keys thrown at my face, and that was still wasn't enough to to make me go, this is probably not good for me.
Domestic violence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Domestic violence is a red flag.
It wasn't. In all fairness, it wasn't a healthy relationship. I was very like insecure. Then you have the partner who was also quite happy to like flirt and loves the attention and potentially cheat. So it's like it was just a recipe for disaster from the get go. So
I had an ex throw a knife at me after I caught her cheating. Because
what?
I was finishing it up. I was like, nah, you gotta leave.
No.
I called him mum to come pick her up. What the and yeah, she chucked a scan pan at me.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
You have anything thrown at you?
Take it back.
Just trying to think the last time I had something thrown
Just love.
at me. No, definitely not just love. Past couple relationships have been a little bit, on that side of things. They're a bit dodgy. Not anything thrown at me except for shade. Bit of shade,
throwing.
bit of shade here and there. Yeah, I don't know. I think the people that cheat, obviously red flag in itself, but
No.
the obvious
way.
one. But yeah, the aggression afterwards is just insane. Like I'm there. I'm like, just leave it. Like get on with my life type thing.
Yep.
But then like, I think you're oblivious to those red flags of them getting angry, them getting
Yep.
like over the top and being sort of aggressive for their actions. You don't see that at the start of the relationship.
No, because you enter the honeymoon period and it's like
Yeah.
everything's sweet. Matt, what are you doing right now? You're on camera.
Just checking my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you move away from red flags. Like, I guess it's hard because none of it is apparent in the beginning.
No.
And also, like, for me, in my experience, usually by the time those things turn up, the emotion and the tie is already there. And for anybody that's not going to watch this on YouTube and is just listening, the reason that we keep cracking up is because Matt is continuously sniffing
some
his
food,
Viagra
Viagra.
surf wax. And it's rather distracting.
The ADD is kicking in. The class clown's coming out.
Yeah, you give him one beer and this is what he goes to.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm having fun. It's enjoyable. So Chloe messaged us, who Matt and I used to work with, and she
Latte art, Chloe.
said, Latte Art Chloe on
Epic
Instagram.
latte art.
She asked us if we were to sacrifice all but one of our senses, what would we get rid of?
Oh. It's dark, Chloe. It's real dark.
Yeah. So you can only have one.
One to keep.
One to keep.
Oh.
See, here's my thinking. Like, the first thing I think I want sight. But then knowing I could never listen to music again, I don't know how I would feel about that. But then if I
Then you get
lose...
into art.
Wait, you
I
can
reckon
only
you'd get
keep
into
one?
art.
You can only keep one.
That's losing touch as well.
Yeah. Taste, touch.
Oh.
I think that's horrible. All right, let's make this
What is
easier.
this dystopian world?
Let's make this easier. If you had to sacrifice one has to go. What would it be?
Hearing.
Yeah, hearing.
Or
Hearing?
I think, yeah.
touch is the first thing I think
because
of.
you can do like your Auslan and your sign language and
That's a
things.
workaround. That's fair enough.
like you're still communicative
Yep.
and you still have like the ability to touch and feel and taste and I mean you won't get music
Yeah.
and watching Netflix might be a little bit shit, but
Subtitles.
I watch it with subtitles anyway, so. Oh, how do you feel about subtitles on movies?
Fine.
yeah, I like them.
Fine about it.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
people
I
get
grew up
really-
watching like Jackie Chan, like
Oh,
old Jackie Chan
yeah.
movies where it's all in like Cantonese and
Yeah.
Mandarin. And
I had this discussion with Caitlin the other day, and she thinks that the reason she can't watch it with subtitles is because she just can't read that fast. I had to explain, like, no, we don't, like, it's not there for reading constantly. Like, I just go there when maybe some sound effects are getting too hectic and I need to, like, just refer to what's going on.
I have subtitles when I'm eating. So if I'm having, like, chips.
You just can't hear.
You just can't hear it. I'm just, like, there, like, sat down in my room or something, watching, like, a movie or a TV series, and I'm just, like, crunching myself away, and I'm like, I can't hear this anymore, so I'll put the subtitles on just to...
Over my own chewing.
To keep up.
Yeah.
Block myself out.
Mm. So, I guess what has everyone been doing since we last caught up? Because we recorded, like, over a month ago. Matt's been working through 3 weeks, so you can't really talk because you've just been...
Last few days have been pretty busy.
Yeah, you had a hectic one on the way here. You had stopped by an accident. Hey, that was pretty fucking gnarly.
Oh, every time I start riding a motorbike again, I come across a motorbike accident. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
So we all had brunch before we started recording today, and yeah, sure enough, Matt's like, this happened.
A few people hit me up about the last podcast I did was talking about the skydiving accident. And now we're talking about motorbike accidents.
Oh, yeah.
I keep on finding
it keeps coming up. Wait, in saying that though, I can't remember, did we tell this story in the last podcast when we were sat having a beer at Wooden Stone? The accident? All right, so I don't know if you know about this, Chiz, so here's a story for you. So I've had a super stressful like swing at work. And I'm like, Matt, I need to have a beer. Let's have a beer. I'm getting agitated because I'm pissed off because of work. I can't let it go. And then Matt's running late naturally. And I'm like just sitting there. Well, finally Matt gets there. He orders his beer. It literally gets to the table. And then we see a motorbike have an accident on the roundabout just by Wooden Stone.
Yeah.
And so we run over. He's in the middle of the roundabout. And as soon as you approach him, you realize that he is very clearly drunk. And he's left Murphy's, which is a bar, just right next to where we were having a beer.
He made it 20 meters.
Less than 20 meters. And the thing is, he was on his motorbike, heading straight. He was turning left, and his bike fell right. So if you can imagine how hard that is that you left, but he's fallen to the right.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So obviously we stopped traffic. It becomes very clear as soon as he lifts up his helmet that he is drunk. Like you can smell it. It smells like a bar. And we had fun for about 30 minutes trying to convince his people that he were with to not let him drive home.
He wasn't even really with them. I think he was just buying them drinks in Murphy's. They were like new friends.
Yeah. But yeah, literally, so
typical Murphy's.
We had to call the police because he was trying to drive the bike home. He went to he tried to take off his jacket to fight Matt for taking his keys to preventing him driving home.
I stole his keys. I ripped his keys out. He was ready to go.
Yeah,
he was just like, he could hardly stand. He had a broken collarbone anyway.
So that's what I was leading to. So as soon as he went to take off his jacket, which to me looked like he was ready to fight, you could see a drop shoulder.
Oh.
And I think he immediately put the jacket back on. He's like, nope. So that was our experience when we were just going for a beer. And like, lovely though, the staff there, they saw like me and him had run up to help this dude, and when we got back, obviously the flat beer, warm, they replaced it straight away as well. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah, we're stoked about that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's always fun. We can't really top your accident stories though, because most of them involve you.
I want to talk about, there's a rumor, and I've never been quite sure if it's true. Can we talk about the helicopter story?
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say the washing machine.
Go on.
Oh, we can talk about the washing machine now.
We spoke about it on the last podcast.
Oh, did it come up?
Yeah, it came up.
I'm nearly finished. I'm up to the bri part.
So for anybody listening, this is actually our first catch up with Matt since he's been at work for 3 weeks. So we have a lot to catch up on. So
do you want to listen to it, or do you want me to go through it again?
No, all right, you know what? If you already spoke about it, let's talk about the time that we were throwing shade at each other online. I made a false Mandra buy and sell post with your photo.
We'll put this up on the video.
Yeah, we'll put up the picture. Have you got the image?
I've still got the screenshots from
can you
the
try
ad.
And find
I
it?
wish I'd screenshot the comment section.
Can you try and find the word for word to read it out?
Word for word? All right.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of context.
Yeah.
I tagged Matt in a few things. He tagged me in a few things.
By things, what do you mean?
And just like little joke things to each other, like personal bit of banter, like those sort of things. Just like posts, like what I tagged you guys in the other day
craft
with the
beer
smoke
thing,
meat and the craft beer. Yeah. and I'd gone off and had dinner with my family, and I come back and look at my phone, and there was like 50 notifications all in a row, and I'm like, oh,
And we're gonna find out why
shit.
you've got all these notifications from Matt now.
So Matt, our local community, Mandurah, we on Facebook, we got a little group called Mandurah Buy and Sell.
It's where
and
people on meth go to talk to each other.
it's an interesting group, and
Matt's got it word for word up now.
Matt's
so I
got
reckon
it
he
word
reads
for
it out.
word, so we'll let him go through it, and you
All
understand.
right, y'all ready for this?
And we'll put it up on the screen as well because it's just fucking hilarious.
Still hate you for this.
All right. So I posted a screenshot of his Facebook profile and titled it "Warning." Right. The description. Just a heads up because I'm sure he'll try it on again. This guy was interested in buying a washer dryer combo I had for sale, but asked if he could test it out by putting a load through. He arrived at the agreed time with a selection of unidentifiably soiled ponchos. I told him to make himself at home while the load finished. Then he went to work making himself at home in my beer fridge while reclining on my favourite couch. After the load finished, he couldn't believe how bright his brights were and told me he was just going to go get some money to pay for the washer dryer. But he disappeared with his now clean selection of ponchos, and I'm left trying to sell a washer dryer that doesn't quite smell the same.
I can't believe
I don't think this is the first time he's done this.
I can't believe that so many people bought that. So many people sat there in that comment section, like older people with Facebook, and they were going disgusting.
It was only up for about half an hour or so, and it went viral.
And the glory of it, yeah.
I had screenshots from all my mates, all my family members, both my sisters. They had like workmates and like team members from like their workplace messaging them, going, "Is your brother okay? Does he need help? Like, does he need like a room to stay in temporarily? Is he going through something? Is he all right?" And like both my sisters are messaging me, going, "What the hell is going on?" And I see it. And it's just, I'm like, oh shit.
And the beautiful part about this story is that naturally, you know, Matt took it down because of, I think, the response from your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were a little bit like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was hilarious, obviously.
And then what happened?
And then someone else took a screenshot of it and reposted me. What the fuck?
I think the beauty was the lady who kept on hassling me by DM afterwards,
Is
asking
this
to
still
come and
available?
see it because she wanted it.
She wanted to buy the washing machine. Oh man, that was a interesting night. Definitely one for the books.
You ever send drunk emails or texts?
Oh,
Yeah.
not fucking time. I am a menace.
So let me give that context because that can be quite broad. So we were drunk one night and we ordered pizza and ordered from Domino's. And when it rocked up, it literally looked like the driver had scraped the ingredients off and just put it in the corner of the box. It looked like it just been like we just had like, you know, a soggy pizza base. So I went quiet for like half an hour and I was just putting together a complaint email. Now, I don't remember doing this until I woke up in the morning to an email back from Domino's. And I wish I had it word for word. I probably do.
I can see it now. It said, "Bro, can you please translate whatever you wrote last night?"
What language is this? No, the reason it took me half an hour, I think it was quite like eloquently put. And the sign off to this long-winded email of how disappointed I was, I haven't been this disappointed since Harambe died.
Oh my god.
And I kid you not, that basically like Domino's responded to me and they played the game. They were like, "We are so sorry. We still have Harambe in our hearts and we know how that feels. Please drop in tomorrow and we'll give you a free pizza."
They're always the best replies. Like you see them online, and it's just like the sassy replies from big chains.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Waypol does something like that. West Australian Police, like
Yeah.
their Twitter can be pretty classic sometimes.
Don't they throw up like pictures of like criminals and are like, "Hey, we want to speak to this guy about a job."
Oh, you always see them pop up like from various like I think sheriff departments in the US.
Yeah.
I've seen a few people that are like around my age that I know that have like popped up on those pages, and you just see like everyone that you know locally just like pissing themselves laughing at it. Like they don't tag them or anything, but it's just like hilarious to see.
Speaking of popping up, you sent me an image recently.
I was waiting for that to come up.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's have you seen this? Oh yeah, it was in the group chat. The guy who, did you scroll past it? He was going around to houses in Mandurah with a British accent.
Oh yeah, and he looks like you. Yeah, no.
And I got sent that like by two different people, so us and someone else as well sent it to me. And I got to admit, like if you squint your eyes a little bit,
It's hairy you.
it's kind of close. I got to find it. I don't know where it's going
If
to be.
they want to
now.
find that guy, they just need to jump on Mandurah Buy and Sell, because that's where they hang out.
And that's where they're probably trying to sell whatever they stole too. Chiz, you laughed a little bit when I talk about drunk messages.
Yeah.
You got a story to tell, or not something we want to share?
Well, there's a few things. So I'm a sucker for drunk texts.
Is it that? Do you mind if I show the camera that?
Yeah. I'll put it up on the screen as well.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Fine.
I'm a sucker for drunk texts, as you guys probably know. When I'm smashed, I'll message to group chats and stuff and be like,
Come out and
I'm
have a beer."
smashed.
Yeah.
Come out. Where are you guys? But nah, I get... So lecturers at university and TAFE and those sort of places, they're killers for sending emails at like stupid times, like 2:00 in the morning on a Saturday night. And as soon as you receive that, for me, I'm usually in a club about 10, 12 drinks deep.
You're in top floor and it's gross.
I'm in top floor and my feet are stuck to the ground. And I'm like, all right, well, I may as well reply to this email.
Sorry, I'm going to just for reference, you mentioned top floor there. And for anyone back home in Milton Keynes that listens to this, just imagine Groove in its heyday. That's what top floor is. Like
It's a-
the sticky floor.
It's
Bare
horrible.
Bones. It's the only nightclub in Mandurah that's open till 4:00 in the morning, 5 a.m.
Yeah. And I've replied to a few lecturers during that time, and it'll be like, Charles, can you please submit this by tomorrow? And I'll like put back, yeah, fucking oath, no worries. and then I'll like get an email the next morning, and I'm like, oh shit, it's like, can you come see me next week? And I'm like, oh no. But yeah, like just drunk messages in general.
You're
It's
bonding. You're just bonding. You're a little bit
Bonding
more
with
relaxed. You're
knowledge.
bonding with
They're
lecturers.
people, your people.
I've had ones back before where it says "enjoy your night," so they just know straight away.
See, that's awesome.
Do you remember that night you told me to join you for a beer? Like we're going to top floor, and it's like I hate top floor. I think I've been there like once. Maybe it's like the first time.
Ebony's birthday.
It was.
Yeah.
I rocked up, went to top floor. It's like, where are you? And he's like, oh, we're still down at the bridge. So I walked into top floor, and I just feel like everyone stopped and stared at me because I was about 15, 20 years older than everyone there.
Yeah, naturally.
And then I wandered down to the bridge, and he's like, I'm out the back. I'm like, oh man, I can't find you. There's an 18th or a 19th birthday out the back. And he's like, yeah, that's it. Come in. And I'm like, it's true. Yeah, I walked out the back, and then I felt like everyone was staring at me because I was 15, 20 years older than everyone else.
Did we meet you there that day? I feel like I rocked out to a party at the bridge once, and it was like, I only know a couple of people.
No, I think you were with Anna and Sam first off, and then you're like,
Not that night. That night I came out and met you by myself.
Yeah.
Did you ever go for that stage where you wake up and you just find like stolen shit? 'cause
Yeah.
you've been drunk.
I still have glasses at home.
Yeah.
My mum just gave me a stash the other day. It's like I found all this stuff, and it's like Heineken glasses, and just
Yeah.
like we
Don't
made
look
it.
at
We
my
made it
cupboard.
an art. Like I'm not going to mention any hotel names that had a Wednesday night student night next to UWA. But
nothing
and
in particular.
it wasn't me.
Oh,
But
Crowley.
it was a point system for jugs. There was how many glasses you get down the side of your leg as you walk out. I remember one time walking out. I can't remember if it was someone that looked like me or someone that looked like my brother.
And
they stopped at the bouncer, and as they stopped at the bouncer, all the glasses came cascading out of the jug and smashing at their feet. It's like, see ya.
So, speaking in hypotheticals, if I hypothetically had a fiance and she hypothetically went to a German style beer place and came home with a Hoegaarden glass. You know how big those things are?
They're heavy.
The goblet
Heavyweight.
fucking things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you ever seen one of these?
Yeah.
So, oh, fuck
How? That's my question.
That is like the thing. Like, how the fuck did you get a Hoegaarden glass home without anyone seeing it?
100 points.
and
You know, that's got to be worth a
and
decent
not
amount.
damaged as well. Like,
Not damaged, not smashed. It's still at my hypothetical in-laws. So,
see, I'm not someone to like steal stuff, but I'm someone to jump into stuff. So when I'm
Okay.
when I'm
I heard you've been stealing hearts all around Mandra, Chiz.
you know that, man. You know that.
it's your boy.
This is where we need a Nelly back just to give those ad
He's
libs.
he's the best at it, man. He gives the camera a point. Like, I think it's the DJ in him. Like, he needs to
Yeah.
ad lib. Like, yeah.
To just like roadwork signs and stuff.
Yeah.
So like 40 kilometers an hour, those ones, roadwork ahead. If I'm out in the city, man, I look at those as targets, and I'll just run into them. I've come home. I've got a massive bruise on my arm now.
This is coming from a gentleman who has osteogenesis imperfecta, whose bones break more easily
I
than
got
anyone
bruises
else in the
all
world.
over me.
And you feel like that's a great idea.
I do when I'm a couple drinks deep, obviously.
I once was, OBG?
Yeah.
So it's a bar that's on the water and like a little pier. And
Matt's got his target.
the people listening will be like, what the it's kicking in. And I just received Viagra in a place that I don't really want to talk about.
That's where it's meant to go.
The wax, guys, the wax.
It's just the blood kicking in.
Yeah, so OBG on the pier, and then we're drinking there one day, and I won't say the person's name just in case I don't want to be thing, but they bet me $50 I wouldn't jump off. And I was like, $50? Like, I'm serious. Like, yeah. I just literally walked out, took my top off, and jumped straight off the OBG thing without even thinking about it. If you haven't seen that in the summer...
Did she flick you the cash?
I got the cash. Yep. Oh, goddamn, you said she. You know the story. Well, I'll tell you who. I might have told you already. I'll tell you who it was.
Yeah. Just later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We ate there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that person.
I want to shout out my cousin Christy. She literally just tagged us and said that she's listening to our episode 1. Just
Shout out
popped up.
Chrissy.
Just
Thanks.
popped up.
We're very close to 100 downloads on that episode, so she could be in fact the 100 download.
Yeah, good on you, Chrissy.
We will give you 1 bar of Viagra surf wax.
You want some Viagra?
She used to surf back in the day too, I think. She's like, I think she's a detective now.
Wow.
Oh, she's hardcore, like policing family.
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
your past though, eh? You dip your toe in transport. Well, for 10 years.
Transit officer, like plastic cop, they call them.
Plastic cops. Nice. I'm still getting some
Almost
pain
all the
from when you
powers
hit
of a
me.
police officer on the railway reserve.
Do you used to look at cops like you'd want to come on the train like,
Hey? You know what? So I've been doing like some COVID stuff up at the mine the last few weeks. And part of my job at the moment is like everyone coming onto site, I'm checking to make sure they've done their rat test before coming onto site. And I find myself reverting back into like, we didn't check a lot of tickets. Everyone thinks we're ticket checkers. They have like contract security for that. But every now and then you have to check tickets. Yeah. And I'm finding myself going back to like all these people are coming down. It's like, can you have your rat tests ready for inspection, please? And I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh,
It's like,
were you that guy?
It's been years. It's been 7 or 8 years.
No way you were that guy.
We have to check tickets sometimes.
Jumping on the train and stuff and walking through the doors and
was that
walking
guy?
down. And
Yeah. Got a voice that carries
Oh,
authority at times.
You dick.
I hated those guys.
Mate,
Well, because you were trying to go against what you're supposed to do.
No,
That's
he was
probably
6
why.
years old at the time.
Oh, yeah. Baby.
Well, it was obviously after Matt was working there, but yeah, a few times the ticket machines didn't work, and you have some of those dicks that that give you $100 fine for.
However, like...
You know what? You had to deserve it to get a fine off me. Hey, like if I arrested someone,
Like, look at this guy.
oh man, like
Don't do it again.
yeah, if they got in trouble with me, they really fucking deserved it. We pushed it.
But I feel like any. Oh, we're getting close. Well, we are on half an hour, boys. So if we're running short, like if you got to go, we can call it soon. But I feel like in any case where someone gets authority, there's always going to be some part of that will take it too far. Like it's just. It's like The Simpsons on the Simpsons movie. He's like, "Sir, I'm afraid you've gone crazy with power." Of course, I've gone crazy. Have you ever tried going crazy without power? It sucks. No one listens to you. So I feel like you have to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, there's always whenever that like you get managers, for example. Some of them use it to benefit others. Some of them just use it to be like, "I've fucking done my time." Like
Human nature.
yeah. So you boys want to call it 30 minutes, or you're happy to chill for a bit longer?
I'm easy. I got time.
We
Yeah.
can
Go with it. Go a little bit longer, or you want to call it a day?
call it, I reckon.
Yeah,
I reckon
all right.
that's- Yeah.
We'll give
We're
it.
out.
We'll give it a call. Short, sweet, fast and furious,
Have some Viagra.
and that's us. Thanks for joining in. Cheers,
Yeah,
Matt.
cheers.
Pleasure as always. You. Peace.
See you later.